Assalamu alaikum, beloved student. How are you? I hope you are well. Today I am going to start a class on right forms of verbs. In my previous classes, I continued the crucial rules of right form of verbs. That is why I hope I will complete to explain the other rules of right form of verbs. That is why I am going to discuss the remaining rules of right form of verbs. Okay. First, since. The rules of since, and since will be middle point of two clauses. What will be the exact position of since in right forms of verbs? Thus, middle point of two clauses. How many clauses here? Two clauses. And when you will find the previous clause, the exact structure of present indefinite or present perfect. Present indefinite or present perfect, then the other structure will be past indefinite. And what is the exact meaning of since at the middle point of the right form verbs here in a sentence? Then it will indicate a specific time. What will be the exact meaning of since? Since indicates here is the specific time, putting in a middle point of two clauses. Okay, that is why I am giving to you an example. 10 years have passed since I passed my SSC examination. Okay, here I have written an example to you. 10 years have passed. Subject here is 10 years and have has been considered here as to have verb before principal verb. Okay, that's why we can say that the structure of present perfect tense and then since has been applied here, the middle point of two clauses. Okay, that's why in your exam script or question paper there will be given any word verb pass, P-A-S-S, pass. Pass has been added here, the past present indefinite tense. Okay, then what will be the right answer to correct form of verbs here? Thus P-A-S-S-E-D. Why? Because we have found here the previous clause of since, then the structure of present perfect tense. That is why we will certainly apply here the structure of past indefinite tense. That is why it is called the right answer here, the P-A-S-S-E-D. In your exam script, you will have to apply here the structure of past indefinite tense. Okay, and here I am also giving to you the another structure of present indefinite tense. As for example, it is many days since. Here subject is introductory it is many days. Here is has been applied here the principal verb. Okay, that's why it is many days since I see you last. Here what will be the exact verb here? See or saw? Undoubtedly saw. Why? Because since has been put middle point and before is present indefinite. That's why we will apply saw as correct form of verb in your exam script. Okay, And it has also another structure of since. And what is the exact structure? I am depicting you. Okay, give concentration. It has another structure of since, putting in a middle point also here. And when you will find the previous clause is past indefinite, then you will have to apply here the structure of past perfect. Okay, and what is the exact position of since? Middle point. And before clause is past indefinite, that is why we will apply as correct form of verbs just only the structure of past perfect tense. Okay, it was many years. It was many years. I visit the Saint Martin. Since, here observe it, since middle point and previous clause is past indefinite. Why? Because at the beginning of a sentence we have found it, then was has been considered here the principal verb. Why? Because there is no another principal verb after was. That is why we will indicate, we will consider the was as a principal. Okay, then visit, subject plus verb plus others. That is why we here as correct form of verbs the structure of past perfect tense. And you know well that what is the exact structure of past perfect tense. And subject plus had plus B3 plus others, it is called the exact definition of past perfect tense. That is why it was many years since I had visited the Saint Martin. Okay, to observe the previous clause we will be able to apply here the correct structure, okay, according to the structure of previous clauses, especially the since. The right answer will be applied here, subject plus had plus B3. That is what it is the right forms of verbs. Okay, and I am going to explain the another rule here is the part of right forms of verbs. Okay, next, as though or as if. Before starting the explanation of structure as though or as if, we will know the exact meaning of as though or as if. And as though or as if will indicate imaginary space in putting right forms of verbs. I told you explaining the rules of completing sentence in my previous classes in the part of completing sentence. As though or as if will be also applied here in the middle point of two clauses here also, like the previous since. Yes, as though or as if. Okay, it is called the imaginary space, putting in the middle point of two clauses in a sentence. Okay, then previous clause will be present indefinite, then the other clause will be here past indefinite. Okay, and it has also here another structure, past indefinite, then second structure will be past perfect. Okay, then I am giving an example by the help of this structure as though or as if. Okay, he he tells the story as if he become an expert storyteller. In the part of right form of verbs, there will be given such types of sentence. Okay, then we will have to find out what will be the exact answer here according to the rules of as though or as if. Okay, here as if or as though, here only have found here thus as if remaining in the middle point of two clauses here. The first clause, what is the exact structure of the previous clause of as if? It is called present indefinite tense. Why? Because we have already found here subject plus verb s or es, anyone, plus object here. He tells the story as if he become an expert storyteller. Actually, he is not an expert storyteller. He pretends only here, nothing else. Okay, so he tells the story as if he become. Is it right answer? No, it will be the verb be came. Why? Because it is called the structure of present indefinite tense plus as if plus the structure will be certainly applied here past indefinite tense. Okay, past indefinite tense, we know well that subject plus V2 plus others, it is called past indefinite tense. Okay, and here he commands. He commands. What is the meaning of commands? Order. So he commands as though he be. Whenever you will find in your question paper in a bracket B, then instead of B as a right answer, you will have to apply here only where. Only where. You have to think about that. B indicates in a normal sense am, is, are, was, were, shall be or will be. But whenever you will try to complete the right form of verbs part, then instead of only be, then you will have to apply here just only where. But in this regard, you have to observe here the subject he plus was or is. Auxiliary verb will be applied in a normal sense, in a normal sense or normal sentences. But it is not match for auxiliary verb just after he as where. It is not the ordinary sentence. Okay, that is why whenever we will apply the subject plus where, it is called the imbalance. That is why we will apply the imaginary speech as auxiliary verb. Then we will apply here where. Where he commands as though he were the captain. He tries to pretend as captain, okay, but not actually he is a captain. That is why the imaginary speech, okay, pretended. Then the Another example here. He talked as if. It's very common rules you faced in any sorts of exam in your previous classes. I think that you found in your secondary levels examination, okay? And he talked as if, and he become an expert. Is it right? No, it is not a right sentence. Why? Because the previous clause of as if has been indicated the structure of past indefinite tense. That is why to see the structure of past indefinite, we will be able to apply here the structure of past perfect tense. And you know well that the exact structure of past perfect tense and subject plus had plus B3. Okay, so he had become will be the only right answer. Okay, next, I think you have understood properly the two rules that I have already pointed out in front of you. Next, rule of right from verbs. When you will find in a sentence, no sooner had ... than hardly had ... when scarcely had ... when. And what is the name of these words? What is the name? What is the grammatical name of these words? These words are called correlative. Correlative words अथवा or correlative conjunctions. Exact name of this grammar, correlative. correlative. Correlative conjunctions or correlative words. Okay, and what's the meaning of correlative? Just conjunction in a connective words. Okay, it will not be able to apply the structure of the previous words. As for example, we can say that in front of you, not only ... but also either ... or neither ... nor. It's called also here the correlative words and correlative conjunctions. And what will be the exact structure in this? The after, then. And I am indicating you whenever you will find this no sooner part, then, before then, structure of past perfect, structure of past perfect, and another part will be applied the structure of past indefinite just after then. Okay, and two sentence structure will be followed, especially in the part of correlative conjunctions or correlative words. And first part connected with, then we will apply here the structure of past perfect, and after then we will also here apply the structure of past indefinite. Okay, then I'm giving an example you. No sooner I have written an example by the help of no sooner had ... then. Here the examiner may not give you the part of had. Okay, no sooner he heard the sound then he leave the room. Okay, no sooner he heard the sound then he leave the room. Okay, no sooner had. We know well that the structure of past perfect, and we will also follow the structure of assertive sentence. We know well that the exact structure of assertive sentence is subject plus verb plus object by others. Okay, then we have to follow, it is not an assertive sentence. Is it an assertive sentence? No. And no sooner had, there is not possible here to put the had just before subject. We will only apply here as the part of assertive sentence subject plus had plus B3. Okay, then we will identify, we will call such types of structure is assertive sentence. That is why we will not be able to consider such types of structure is assertive. It's not the ordinary sentence. That is why no sooner had he heard the sound then he leave the room. In your question paper, your question setter may give you the had, okay, and you will not be able, sometimes the position of had, anyone may be given. Then no sooner had he heard the sound then he leave. Right answer here. No sooner had he heard the sound then he, what will be the right answer here? Left, L-E-F-T. Why? Because left is the past form of leave. It observe this sentence, just the no sooner had he heard the sound then he left the room. Then it is called the structure of past perfect tense, and another structure will be followed, the structure of past indefinite tense. And what will be the right answer here? Just only left, nothing else in this sentence. Okay, next. Here I have given to you an example by the help of the another correlative conjunctions named scarcely had. Okay, scarcely had we reached the class when the bell ring. You know well that the structure of past perfect and another structure has been applied here, the past indefinite tense. Okay, ring is not the past form, present form, And what will be the exact correct verb here? R-A-N-G, rang, because the structure of past perfect and right structure will be put rang. Why? Because rang is the past form of ring. Okay, next. This rule will be very effective. Just after passing your HSC examination, you will find any sorts of competitive examination here. Then I will explain here these rules. Very, very important rules to you. With, write down, with, together with, along with, as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, with, write down instantly, with, comma, together with, comma, along with, comma, as well as, comma, in addition to, comma, accompanied by. Okay, anyone will be the middle position or middle point of two noun or two nouns or pronouns. Then correct form of verbs will be put or will be applied here or in this sentence before the first subject. Before the first subject. Okay, and two subjects may be given in your question paper, but you will have to apply here the first subject. According to the first subject, correct form of verbs will be applied in this sentence. Okay, and I think you have written already with, comma, together with, along with, as well as, in addition to, accompanied by, anyone. Okay, then I am giving an example here. Luba as well as her sisters has done well in the exam. Okay, and do you know the exact meaning of as well as? As well as is the synonym of just and. And whenever and will be given here, what will be the verb? And whenever you will find as well as middle point of two subjects. Okay, and Bangla meaning is here same. Okay, but we have found here Luba as well as her sisters. Okay, and Luba third person singular number plus her sisters. Okay, indicates here plural subjects. That's why has or have. What will be the right answer here? Okay, what will be the correct answer? Has or have, by applying the words here as well as. Okay, Luba as well as her sisters. Okay, we will not follow subject her sister. Why? Because we find here as well as, and before as well as we have already found here Luba. And what kind of subject Luba? We know well that Luba is considered third person singular number. That is why we will certainly able to apply instead of have. Instead of have, we will apply here only correct forms of verb has, because Luba third person singular number. Am I right? I hope you are clear, all the students here. There is no problem. I have a lot of confidence with you. And I am going to depict another rule here. Write down in your note. Whenever you will find the beginning of a sentence, each, every, any, everyone, someone, anything, a subject at the beginning of a sentence, then we will try to apply here the third person singular number as verb. That is why sometimes we see that every as plural. No, every will be always applied third person singular number, and whenever you will indicate one by one person, one by one thing, then it will be counted always singular. Okay, not the plural, everybody. Okay, here I am giving an example. Every body be present in the meeting yesterday. Everybody be present in the meeting yesterday. So be indicates as usual am, is, are, was, were, shall be, or will be anyone. And what will be the to be verb here? Is or am? No. Why? Because yesterday we have found in this sentence the position of yesterday, and I told you describing the structure of past indefinite tense in my previous class. Okay, whenever you will find the yesterday, ago, long since, then you will be able to apply here the structure of past indefinite tense. That's why to identify the yesterday, putting in the sentence, then we will be able here just be only was. Why? Because everybody has been applied singular. Everybody, everyone, each, every, anything indicate also here the position of third person. That is why third person according to the subject we will only apply here was will be right answer. Okay, And now I am going to express you regarding the most important structure. I hope you will be able to speak English fluently and also able to make a new sentence without the help of another person here. Okay, by following this structure you will be able to apply your freehand writing or to speak English fluently. Then subject plus auxiliary verb plus principal verb plus ing or B3 or adjective or noun. Anyone. Wherever you will find the position of subject plus auxiliary verb, then you can apply here verb plus ing or B3 or adjective or noun, anyone. It's a very crucial rules to you. Okay, I am describing elaborately. Give concentration to understand the exact meaning of this structure. Then the players of our national cricket team. The players of our national cricket team play cricket at present. The players of our national cricket team. Look at the example here. The players of our national cricket team. Inside the bracket we find play. Okay, and it indicates the continuous process. That is why the players of our national cricket team, the subject is here the plural. Okay, 11 players consist of a cricket team. You know, play cricket at present. Okay, and then we will apply here the structure of present continuous tense. Okay, then the players of our national cricket team are playing cricket at present. Well, okay, and it is called the structure of present continuous tense. Not only present continuous tense but also past continuous or future continuous tense will be applied. And whenever you will find just auxiliary verb, then you may apply here verb plus ing just only for expressing or explaining the continuous tense. Okay, and when you will find auxiliary verb plus B3, then the structure will be applied the past indefinite or present indefinite or future indefinite. Just only express here the passive voice. Okay, then I am giving an example. Cricket call the game of gentlemen. Gentlemen. Here cricket call the game of gentlemen. Cricket call No. Here it is called the structure of present indefinite. But is the correct sentence here? No. Cricket has no power to play in the field without players. Okay? That is why cricket is called. It is called the passive voice of present indefinite tense. Okay? And I am suggesting you, whenever you will find just auxiliary verb plus V1, then 90%, then you will be able to identify applying the position of verb plus ing or B3. Verb plus ing will indicate you the continuous tense, and B3 will also indicate you the passive formation of verb. Okay? And whenever you will not be able to find out the principal verb just after any sort of auxiliary verb, then auxiliary verb will be counted as the principal. Okay? He is honest. Here we have found the complete sentence: subject, verb plus object. Okay? And what type of verb here is principal verb, because there is no another principal verb after is. That is why we will count only here the is principal verb. That is why other word is honest. It indicates adjective formation of parts of speech. Okay? Then he is a man. He is a man. Also here is has been considered principal verb, another is noun. Alhamdulillah, by taking some classes on right form of verbs, I hope you will be able to carry up full marks on your upcoming HSC final examination. Okay, in my next class, I will elaborately practice the formation of right form verbs. Okay, till then try to be well, and I am taking this class. Whole class I have taken in English. There is no another word in Bangla. If you find any sorts of problem, then I will also this class in Bangla next time. Okay? That you well. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.